A new banger.
It's Knucklehead Comics Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit. On Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and the father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. It's like not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for somebody, anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
Randall Savage.
Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings and you put it in some sauce and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk. Put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios. Vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios is good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? And I steal the question from Cabs.
I got it right.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right, and I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is fucking Tuesday night. You know what that means? We back in the building with Knucklehead Comics. What's going on, Cap?
Not much, man. Got a special message in case certain people are watching, which they probably won't, but just for them.
It's all good in the hood. But yeah, man, it's Tuesday night. We out here living our best lives. Shit, we got some theories that you know.
You got a crazy theory.
Yeah, I got a crazy theory. But you want to get into the theory? You want to get into?
Oh, if there's any news, let's do that. If not, let's get into the review of the final 3 episodes of Iron Heart.
All right. So you got some. All right, here goes some. I don't know if you know this. You probably do, and you know we all late to the game and all that. But Johnny Blaze claims to hate Daredevil just because he believes himself more suitable for the particular alias of Daredevil.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Johnny Blaze is a fucking Daredevil. That's what he does. He's a stunt writer like Evel Knievel. So in the grand scheme of things, I mean, it does make more sense that you'd call him Daredevil. I mean, he's a literal demon from hell. He's a literal daredevil stunt performer. The only thing Matt has in connection with the whole devil aesthetic is his Catholicism and his aesthetic, the choice of his look.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Did you know that the guy who played Victor Von Doom in the original Fantastic Four movies from Fox died?
You told me that the other day, but I was not aware until you told me.
Yeah, he was battling cancer apparently.
Our condolences, of course, go out to his family and his friends, and anybody who knew him.
Yeah, that's a big loss for Marvel, because not for nothing, he was a very good Doom. I think he played a better Doom than the one that was in Fantastic.
Of course. What's up, Kenny? Yo, be more specific when you type. What show are you watching right now? And you're loving it.
What's going on,
You
show?
say show? No, he said show. I heard him. The
I
show
heard
you
him too.
watching?
Yeah.
I heard him too.
Just making sure. I thought I was incorrect. I need to show up when he says show.
But you do need to show up.
Yo, Kenny, you know what? I'm so glad that you said that you're watching. I hope that you're not being sarcastic. If you can, either jump on or type out why exactly you, as you put, fucking love the show. I'm legitimately curious as to why.
The little bit I'm watching was pretty good to me. I mean, I was enjoying it. Maybe because I don't know the storyline. Are you more against the storyline or the shooting of the actual show?
I think yeah. Kenny's talking about Ironheart.
I'm seeing the comments. You want to take this, Toe, or you want me to say
No,
something?
you talk it.
So my problem with the show is Ironheart herself and the depiction of that character. Everything else I like. Yeah, we're gonna say it here. I like Mephisto being in it with Sacha Baron Cohen. He was fucking great. I like Anthony Ramos as the Hood. I like his team. I have no problem with his team of criminals. Matter of fact, I forget what their names are, but the one with the green hair, she's the scariest one of them all.
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah,
is that a crossdresser?
I have no, whatever she is, she's good. I like Zeke Stain, Obadiah's son. I like the AI friend. I like the mom. I like the fucking magic girls that they went to go see. The mom friend and the girl who's from the Bronx in the comics. My one problem I have is the depiction of Ironheart.
The girl herself.
The character.
Okay.
Not the actress, the character. And we'll get into it as we talk more, but
I also all right, so here's the thing. The first 3 episodes and the last 3 episodes feel like 2 completely different shows. And it's weird because the first 3 episodes, episode 1 and 2 is like and then episode 3, 4, 5, and 6 were progressively better. So it's like, okay, here goes the man, the myth, the legend, Kenny himself, everybody.
oh shit.
You called him.
What up? So
Look at that.
So
I said his name and he appeared.
So I was listening to what Cap was saying, and I do agree, like with Cap when it came towards like her character wise, because like I'm on. Hold on, what? Because I had to pause the episode. I think what am I on right now? I am on episode 4, which is Bad Magic, right? And after a while, so I gave her character some leeway in like maybe the first 2 episodes in, right? And I'm just like, all right, eventually, like your character's gonna grow a little bit more, like the anxiety and all that other stuff was gonna go away, right? but now we're on episode 4, and it just, to me, and I don't know if Cap maybe might agree with this, but is it me, or is it just getting worse?
It's getting worse, and I'm not gonna say nothing because I don't want to spoil shit for you. Wait until you get to episode 6.
Right. So
Like,
I thought it was cool. Like, her best friend like came back as like this AI generated like program and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. The hood and like the whole group like stealing shit. I thought that, I love it. I love like every single character that's there. But like, I do agree with you when I say it's just like, what type of development are you getting out of this character where it just seems like she's just spiraling down even more?
Yeah, dude, here's the biggest, for anybody who hasn't seen the show, this is the biggest example I can give, right? She has these nodes attached to her frontal cortex, right? Her brain, essentially. And she drifts off, and the AI programming that she has goes into her cortex and takes the memory of her friend, which was front and center in her mind,
right,
and creates the AI off of her friend.
Mm-hmm.
Right? As soon as the friend shows up, she's immediately like, you're a mistake. I gotta delete you. What the fuck are you doing here? I don't want you here. Now, if you're really that much of a genius, that much of an inventor, that much of a scientist, that much of something, you want to build something iconic, why is not your first instinct, how did this happen?
Right.
Let me look into why this was created before I determine if I need to delete you or not. Now, I bring that up because her mom, right? So Riri Williams locks the AI away in the laptop. The AI is trying to escape. She finds a projector and projects on a canvas that the mom is painting.
Uh-huh.
The mom instantly turned around and was like, "Oh shit, Riri made you?" And was open to the idea, like knowing full understanding that this has to be some projection that Riri put into it and not like the reincarnation of the fucking friend.
Yep.
Then when the mom was like, "Yo, can you do this but with your stepfather?"
Yes.
Instead of going, "Hey, let me look into how this happened," and maybe, she instantly was like, "No."
Yeah. That was crazy. I was waiting for that. Like, are you gonna bring the guy back too? Like, what are we doing here? Like, you keep going back to the scene where both of them get shot in the was it the garage, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, I'm waiting for like the next episode. Like, yo, this dude is gonna come back because you guys are playing this scene way too much for no reason at all. And I'm thinking, like, yo, they're gonna bring the guy back. Now, I don't know, maybe
it'll come back around, I think, in the next one.
So I don't know, maybe like you guys could, I know I got like 2 more episodes left, and it's fine if you spoil stuff for me or whatever. But do they plan to make a season 2 of this? Or
so I don't know if they're planning to, but the way it ends makes it seem like it, because there's a big question.
Okay.
That it leaves off on a big question as to the ramifications of something.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
I got a question for you guys on that same topic before I forget, because y'all making it seem like time travel, like I'm saying with her father. If you weren't able to bring everybody back as a hologram, it might get a little too much. Like, okay, if you die, we'll just bring you back, type of shit.
No. So
like time travel.
Well, so here's the thing. This is why I'm saying that it's frustrating. Riri's acting as if her friend reincarnated in this fucking AI, instead of figuring out why the AI chose this image, and she's not coming to the understanding that she didn't bring her friend back as an AI. The AI adapted itself to something it thinks she would be the most comfortable with, i.e., her friend.
Right.
So if she did one for her stepfather, it wouldn't be like bringing back the stepfather. It'll be like when a parent dies, so you give the kid a teddy bear that when it squeezes, it talks like the parent.
Yeah.
It'll just be something that's comforting, that could be there as a hey, I miss you.
Right.
Bring up the AI for a second.
You know, and then she calls her a glitch. Where, to be honest with you, it should have been an anomaly,
Yeah.
because when she brought up the subject to Abadiah Stain's son, Zeke, he said that's impossible. And she did it off of like dirty energy from her building. And then she tried to replicate it off of the clean energy that she had in Zeke's lab, and it didn't work. Like, she never once named like, yo, this is an anomaly, and we may never be able to reproduce this shit. So I have to make sure that I keep you. You know what I'm saying? Because when what happens, it would have been more effective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin what's going on for Kenny, but you know, like, my thing was, yo, Kenny, you're on episode 4. That's the beginning of like them shit's getting good.
Yeah. So right now they're at the magic shop with the woman that looks like Erica Badu.
Isn't that the girl from a different world?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, I like his. See, this is the thing, right? People are gonna hear what I'm saying, and they're thinking that I'm not liking the show, and they're gonna lump me in with the whole people that are like, "This is woke fucking MCU." No,
Right.
I like the mom. I like the friend, the magic lady, and the daughter. I like the
Right.
fact that the mom studied at Hermitage, but the daughter was too young, so she's an amalgamation of what she learned from Hermitage, what she learned from basic witchcraft, what she that she has her own thing, because in the comics, Brother Voodoo has his own thing, and there's another fucking guy. I forget his name, but he's another dude who was at one point supposed to be the Sorcerer Supreme from the Bronx. This Spanish dude who has his own type of magic too. So it's not out of the realm of the comics, not out of the realm of possibilities that people can create their own type of magic that fits them. And they go to show that she didn't create her own magic and has a full fucking handle on it. She's still learning. None of this is like guaranteed with her.
Yeah. And I like how she does her magic very smoothly. Like, if you watch, she puts the lenses on the glasses and then takes them off and does all this like simple shit. That's like, yo, she knows a lot more simple magic than anyone else does. Like, she's able to integrate that shit through normal life, like if right in front of your face and you don't even realize it.
Dude, that's because she's not constrained by the the rigors of you have to learn it this way. She just took the application or took the knowledge. It was like, how can I apply it without being bound by the rules of whatever the fuck?
Shit, at first, yo, and it's funny, Joe. The girl that we're talking about, the magic girl, she's from the Bronx.
Yeah, I don't know what she's doing in Chicago, but
Hey, I don't know, but she's from either she's from the Bronx or she want to be from the Bronx.
Something like that.
Yeah, you'll see later on, Kenny. She wears a "I Love Bronx" t-shirt.
Yeah, no, you know why, right? You know why she's wearing that, right?
Why?
So that's an actual store in the Bronx.
Really?
Yes.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they filmed that in this store. I think where's the fuck is the name? Where's the name of this store? I think it's called the Bronx Native or something. I'm gonna send you the link to their IG. But
okay,
that scene was shot in New York. Like, it was shot in the Bronx because they were talking about the store and how it made an appearance in the Marvel show. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, I remember that store. That shit's in Grand Concourse.
oh shit. We might have to get some magic over there, Cap.
This man is from the Bronx and he ain't even know. He fake.
Because, yo, listen, you can call me fake all I want, but I live by the 3 rules. 1, mind your fucking business. 2, you don't go anywhere you don't belong. And 3, shut the fuck up.
Facts.
The real Bronx nigga.
I can guarantee you he doesn't live by that 3rd rule.
No, I don't.
No, but so Kenny, all right. Outside of agreeing with me on that, because I explained what I like about the show. So get into what you like about the show.
I mean, me, I want to know. I like what's the guy's character? What's the guy's name? His actual name? Who's playing Hood?
Oh, Anthony Ramos.
Yes, I love I love the way he's portraying this character right now. Like the more, like I'm more invested in his character, and want to know more than anything else.
Yeah, I can
So
see that.
yeah, so I like the flashback that they did in the last episode that I watched, where like him and the brother, like you seen, like they try to rob the house, and he was nervous, and then you know what I mean, they shot the guy and stuff like that. So you're kind of getting a little of a backstory on him, but not too much.
Yeah, just wait. They explain it.
Yeah. Is it like the last? You know what's funny? I think that's the reason why these last few episodes are the best, because it's not about Ironheart. It's more about him and the
Right.
decision he made and what his plan actually was.
Right.
So I think that's what made it more compelling. Because
I'm sorry.
yeah, well, no, I was gonna say because Ironheart's story is kind of weak.
Right.
Again,
No, you're right. So I hope, and it's just me. I don't know anybody else. I know there was like mad people online that like just.
Did we lose him?
yeah, I think he lost a little service.
They just what? They got naked?
He's supposed to.
Left me in suspense.
Have you seen any of his show or no?
I'll be honest with you. I tried. I was gonna catch up the other day when I did try, and I was watching some of episode 3, and I was sitting there contemplating what the hell does Cap not like about this? The show looks okay. It's not looks better than She-Hulk.
Wait, did you just show the show's too gay?
No, the show looked okay. It was interesting. It looked good. It was.
Yo, because that's what I heard was, I don't know why Cap's not into this. The show's so gay. I'm like, wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Nah, but it was okay. It didn't start like WandaVision where I was bored.
Are you watching Ironheart or Iron Man?
Or Iron Fist?
Ironheart. I saw the black girl. I saw the Mexican guy. I saw them about to start a team.
And just so you know, show.
Then I'm Mexican.
This is not the same black girl from Suicide Squad.
Suicide? No, it's not the daughter.
Nah, it's not the same daughter.
They wasted too much money. They could use the same black girl.
Right? There's only one.
Now, again, we kind of ragged on it a little bit, but there are aspects of the show that I do like. More aspects that I probably like more than Agatha all along. So there is that.
Even the way it was shot, it was nice. It looks like a movie. I like those type of shows.
Yeah.
Not bad, so.
No, it's all good. You just sound far away. That's all. But, yeah, it did have a better quality of production than Agatha, because Agatha felt like it was on a set where this felt like it was in the streets.
Yeah, because I think they actually shot like on location.
But what I don't like, I'm not into, what's his name, Anthony Ramos? Am I bugging? I'm not into him too much because he seems like the same character in most of the stuff he does. He just looks the exact same. Like I know it's weird, but like his hairstyle is the same exact hairstyle in Twisters. Like he just like in Transformers, he just acts the same as Transformers. It's like, bro, you're a guy that's in a cult, possessed by a hood, and you over here talking, I'm from Brooklyn, nigga. Like, give me a little something different.
No. This character right here, the way he's acting, he don't change anything. Like right now, I'm still on episode 4 right now, right?
Yeah.
So Ironheart right now, she's having a panic attack. Her heart rate is going crazy, right? Everything that's going on around her, she can't handle it, right? I'm getting sick of it. But now you have Hood, who knows he's trying to find out more information about his brother and what happened and all this other nonsense, right? My man is cool. Nothing's bothering him. He's doing what he needs to do.
No, I get it. I'm just talking about the actor himself.
Uh-huh.
Is like he's starting to look one dimensional to me because I just saw Twister. You know, I saw him in Transformers. I saw him in there's another movie he's in. Like he just it seems like he just went off of one set and went on the other set and just kept talking.
But I think that's where a lot of that's when you get like pigeonholed into like one like character wise, like the swag of your character, right? And that's where they keep him. You know what I mean? There's no like and I agree with you, just like the way he acts, every little character that he does, except for Hamilton. I think in Hamilton he was completely different. And I was due more because you had to be more Broadway than anything else.
Yeah, and plus, was his character a real person, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that was more of the, he had to emulate somebody.
Right.
You're muted, Joe.
I can't believe you had the audacity to say that he had the same hair. When you did Monday Night Podcast with your bald head, today you got your bald head. Tomorrow you're doing the sports podcast with your bald head. Oh, you gonna switch your head?
His hair is not skin.
Say that there's hair there. So technically on Monday he was bald. Tuesday he was smidget. Wednesday he's
5 o'clock shadow.
And by at least Saturday he's gonna have a little bit of hair in the back. He's gonna have
I might have a season.
He's gonna have at least a skin fade.
This is how it goes. Monday he's bald. All right. Tuesday it's a shadow.
Right.
Wednesday he's balding. All right. Thursday his hair's going thin. Friday's the comb over.
Facts.
There you go. But I also find it insulting that this motherfucker has that nice fucking long curly hair, and the motherfucker is just gonna do it in every show. And then when they do his music, he got a nice fucking cut. Like he cut his hair differently. I'm like, ain't this a bitch?
You used to do that, Ben. You used to have hair like that.
I used to, yeah.
Word.
And I lost that motherfucker.
Yeah, you lost the gambling to Kenny.
That motherfucker. He went to that Bronx store with the magic and got loaded cards.
Dude, there's a subject I want to bring up that I can touch a little bit on, but I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil shit for Kenny.
No, it's fine. You can. It's cool.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. So one of the other big problems with the depiction of Ironheart, and I've seen this in a few places, is people are saying, "Oh, only white people or white heroes can be flawed characters because everybody loves Thunderbolts, but nobody's really loving this show." And I took umbrage with that because she's not a flawed hero.
Yeah.
She's a flawed person, which is different. Because a flawed hero, if you look at Thunderbolts, they are all pieces of shit. Look at John Walker. At the start of the movie, John Walker's a big piece of shit. They go out of their way to say that his family knows he's a piece of shit. Everybody knows he's a piece of shit. But what happened? When he was called upon to do the right thing, he enacted. He fucking went and he knew that he had to stop Bob from stepping over and fully merging with the Void. So he ran over and gave him a hug, just like Yelena did, because he knew what he needed to do at the time, thus putting the hero part in flawed. Riri Williams is flawed because she only wants fame. She only wants money. She doesn't give a shit about being in the gang until it affects her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she selfishly, again, doesn't want to do any fucking thing to rectify the situation on a heroic level. She's only doing shit that she thinks she has to do to keep herself and her people safe, but to continue to do the Ironheart thing. Now, here's the big spoiler, and I hope you're ready for it, Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
we find out exactly where Parker got the hood from.
Mm.
You ready for this? He made a deal with Mephisto.
Really?
Yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen shows up as Mephisto.
Oh shit.
And I'm gonna leave a little bit of mystery. I won't fully spoil it. That storyline. But we see what happens, all right? And then Mephisto. Sorry, I have to fully spoil this ending though in order to talk about this.
No, it's fine.
Mephisto then talks to Riri and gives her the same spiel he gave Parker. And then we see this weird flash forward where Riri's in a thing trying to recreate the AI. And a friend shows up. And we're like, okay. She didn't buy into Mephisto's bullshit. She created the AI. She goes up to hug her. Or no, she goes up to him like, oh, I've been waiting to say this. Run diagnostic. And her friend's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And pushes her. Literally touches her. She's like, how the fuck did you do that? She's like, I'm real. And it goes back to Mephisto, and he's talking to her. He got his hand out. It cuts back again. Riri hugs her friend, who's now alive, and you see the fucking veining in Riri's arm. The same shit that was happening to the hood.
Right.
She took the deal.
Mm.
That's not a flawed hero.
That's a selfish person.
Yeah, what hero would fucking take the deal
Yep.
with Mephisto, knowing you just fought the fucking guy who took the deal with Mephisto?
So right now I'm watching. What's the guy's name that went to jail? Like he's doing like the biomatrix.
Oh,
Zeke.
Obadiah. That's Zeke.
Yeah. So,
Obadiah saying son.
yeah, there you go. So yeah, I'm watching. That's the scene I'm watching right now.
Yeah. So I bring that up because a flawed hero doesn't continuously make the wrong fucking choices, the selfish fucking choices. Because again, if you're gonna make a deal with Mephisto, right? Why only your friend come back?
That's true.
Why not your stepfather?
It's selfish. And right now, so like the ending of episode 4, before they started doing the whole, Ezekiel started going through the changes, the brother was just like, why did you bring her back? Like, this is not her.
Yeah.
Right? You should have just deleted her.
Which that one, I don't fully.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Fully.
I don't get it, but I guess I get it. But at what point do you turn around and go, okay, this isn't her trying to bring her sister back.
Right.
This is an AI that has the memories of her sister. So this is the way she remembers her.
Mm-hmm.
The same way you put her, I don't know why my camera's on. The same way that you put her in your music is the same way we put her in the AI.
Or at the very least, don't just say without context, this ain't my sister, delete it. Be mad at Riri for taking your sister's image and using it for this purpose.
Without saying nothing.
Yeah. Without asking, without bringing it up, without saying shit.
Or without telling you, like, yo, how long you had this shit and you don't tell me?
Like, he wound up saying that when he came back. He was like, oh, I was mad because you didn't tell me. But in the moment, you gotta say that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not one of those show me, don't tell me things.
Right.
Because we're not in your mind.
Yeah. And also, like, imagine, you bring back somebody that other people lost and they're acting similar to it. Wouldn't you want to give them the option, like, yo, I don't know how I did this, but, this happened. Do you want to fucking interact with it?
Dude, something just hit me right now. Everybody knows this bitch is Ironheart.
Right.
Everybody knows this bitch has the suit. So why not fucking go, hey, dude, I got something to show you. This thing, I was trying to make an AI, and it came out like this.
Mm-hmm. Because that was like episode 1 when she was flying back to Chicago and she landed in the street?
Yeah, and nobody gave a shit.
Nope. The kid was like, "Yo, you want to put your shit in my wagon?"
Yeah, $600. Let's go. But back to my point, man, the difference between a flawed hero and just a flawed person is the flawed person is gonna keep making the same fucking mistakes. The flawed hero is gonna learn and actually change. Dude, can you watch Squid Games?
Yes.
Did you finish the last season?
No, I did. I gotta watch that next.
Don't ruin
Never
that for
mind.
him.
Goddamn.
Yeah, don't ruin everything for him. Not in one day. Shit.
Yo,
The bad
Kenny.
guy's got a dragon. Kenny.
Yo, like right now. Sorry, hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. Right now, they're at White Castle.
Yeah.
This White Castle is in Harlem.
No, that's not. That's one of the actual White Castles that have the actual real mechanical cooks in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
That looks like the same one that there's over by 116th Street.
Dude, all White Castles are built the same.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, White Castle sign, in the front.
I was about to say that should look like the one on 116th Street.
Nah, it was confirmed that it was the one in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
It's the one that actually put in the first automated cooks.
I don't know how people still eat White
So
Castle.
they put White Castle in Squid Games? That's crazy.
No,
not in Squid Games.
Yeah, they went all the way to Japan to build the White Castle in Chicago.
Dude, they're not even in...
Yo, matter of fact, is there a White Castle in Japan?
I don't think so.
Let's see.
Yeah, check. Pull that up.
Yo,
They don't feed they
while he's looking that up, Kenny, let me ask you a question because I don't want to spoil everything for you in one day.
Right.
Did you watch Debbie Does Dallas? And did you watch Bonnie Blue Bangs 1,000 People? Because I'm about to spoil all that for you.
So I see the first,
Debbie Does Dallas.
but I don't know too much of it. So you can spoil it.
So, spoiler alert, Debbie does Dallas. She does every one of them.
Yeah.
Hey, I watched all of them. I watched her do all of them.
And
but Dallas still doesn't know how to run up the middle.
The spoiler for the other one is they found the cure for syphilis in Bonnie Blue. The only drawback is once they give you the cure for syphilis, you get gonorrhea.
Yeah. So also there is no White Castle restaurant in Japan.
Okay.
They did have a franchise in Japan in 1986. It is no longer operating.
Yo, the Japanese were like,
they have
first they bomb us, then they give us these little ass burgers. Fuck them.
So okay, they had a White Castle franchise in 1986. It is no longer operating, but Japan has basically their version of White Castle, which is Himijai Castle, which is often called White Castle.
Yo, if Marvel was smart, which half the time they are, they need to make I love every the beginning of the episodes they'll change something and make it like the Ironheart logo esque type of thing, right? So they just did that with the White Castle box. I would love for them to make that into a t-shirt.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That the logo that was in there?
Yes.
Yeah. That is a dope ass fucking helmet.
I just can't wait for Comic-Con this year. Hopefully somebody is dressed up as Ironheart.
What, you going to Comic-Con?
No, I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna try and see if I can try and get some money together and actually go.
Saturday is already sold out.
Yeah, I kind of figured that much because Saturday is always the busier day.
Yeah, I'm going Friday and Saturday.
Nice.
Matter of fact, I got that whole week off because I got a show that I'm going to on Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
Then originally I was gonna take off because that Monday would have been my dad's birthday.
Uh-huh.
Then I got the show on Tuesday. Then I got Comic-Con Friday and Saturday.
Whip ties.
Word.
But yeah, I want to see if anybody, like sometimes they have it like if somebody will go and then be like, yo, here, take my band or whatever, and I try like go in and stuff like that. We'll see.
Joe, so you're watching them fight right now in the
Yeah.
White Castle, right?
Yeah.
Dude, don't you hate this trope that the bad guys have people who can beat the fuck out of every single person on the planet, but they can't touch the fucking protagonist? So now you gotta make them look like fucking idiots trying to fight this girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Jesus Christ, you pigeonholed yourself by telling us that these people can fight John Wick, but can't beat up Ironheart.
Like right now, the girl went to go shoot her, and then the
bubble,
the watch came up and got put them in a bubble.
Yo, this is something that the writing, right? Where I say the writing makes no sense. The motivation for Riri is to make a better Iron Man suit.
Yep.
Than anybody else can. Something iconic, because her friend and her stepfather died in a drive-by shooting or some type of gang shooting, right? You already have the fucking bubble that as soon as it hears a gunshot, even from a TV, instantaneously surrounds and protects. Why is that not your fucking thing? Your iconic thing where you can hand it to every single person. Because even if the gang members have it and they try to shoot, you see it. The bullet stops itself within your fucking containment. The lives you would fucking save. The collateral damage that will be brought down by everybody who could put that on. And as soon as gunshots go off, everybody's fucking secure in their fucking bubble. How is that not the fucking iconic thing you want to be known for? The shit that directly ties to what happened to you.
How show? Riddle me that, Batman.
That would be such a dope concept for real life. There's two people shooting at each other with the bubble. What's up? We never gonna kill each other, bro. We got this stupid bubble now. Damn. That shit would be dope. I like it.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Good idea.
Somebody got to do it. Shit.
Yeah,
and then you get the AI, where apparently that shit could do the same shit that Jarvis does. Why wouldn't you put that in shit? Imagine you have an AI that can diagnose car, issues. It'd be like a mechanic where you go there and it's like, yo, you pay for diagnostic, and now the diagnostic is worth it because AI is running tests on your car without actually doing it.
Yeah, and here's the thing, you can fucking scale it. You get the generic, like Google Home, right? You get the generic fucking assistant that comes with the base voice and maybe a base skin, right? But then if you upgrade or you buy the already upgraded one, now you get to customize it. Do you want a relative that you haven't seen or that you can't see anymore? Shit, you get celebrities to sign off on it. Now you got Ariana Grande running around your house like, hey, your refrigerator's empty.
Ordering 3,000 eggs.
Yeah.
Y'all joking around. That's exactly what the world is leading to, bro. ChatGPT and all that.
But you see how within two of examples of her own fucking doing, we came up with shit that would be more iconic than you just built another fucking robot suit.
And the thing is, it's like, you're in MIT. You can't afford to be there. So you're selling your technology and plagiarizing. You're doing illegal shit. You're telling me that Shiri can't help you out? Nobody from Wakanda can help you out?
No Grant, no none. You helped them defeat Namor and his Atlanteans.
But you know, that's I guess beside the point. We're just supposed to believe that. But
Oh, my
that
favorite. Sorry, my favorite. Tony Stark's a billionaire. He had all these advantages. Okay, he turned an arc reactor into the shit that stopped the metal from getting to his heart in a cave with scraps. The famous line, right? You built a comprehensive fucking AI that not only looks like your friend, acts like your friend, has memories of your friend, fucking all this shit in your fucking kitchen, asleep. Is that what? Are we not now calling you the same level now?
no,
That he didn't have billions of dollars to build that shit in a cave. You didn't have billions of dollars to do that shit in your kitchen.
just a girl. Cap. Just a girl. The famous line.
I feel like I'm bashing this too much, man, because Sacha Baron Cohen was the perfect person to play Mephisto. He was fucking great in every scene he was in. I can't praise him enough. He was fucking good. That he played it exactly the way it should have been played.
Like a fiddle.
And now, do you want to explain to them what you saw on the spoon?
No, so I mean, let's go back a little bit. Like, she fights off the twins and
And
Joker
Clown.
and Clown, and she tells him like, "Yo, he's the one who killed Rampage." They don't believe him. They go back. They challenge the shit. My man fires everybody. That whole shit about this being fucking family, gone. But then that makes sense because it's almost like a drug addict. That hood is controlling him. He's searching for power and all that other shit, and he's losing it. So that makes sense. No one else came back for him though. Like, Clown didn't come back and like, yo, fuck that. You killed Rampage. That was my boy. I'm gonna fucking go after you, or something, or like, yo, bro, there's something wrong with you. We're gonna try to help you out. None of that. And then we find out what his what the actual plan was. I don't want to ruin it for show because show's not gonna pay attention, and we need him to pay attention. But you get that part. And say, okay, all right, now we get it, but I still don't get it because you didn't give us enough of the dynamic between the two people for me to be emotionally involved in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you would have showed that this guy valued money more than him, and that's why he's like, I want to take everything from you because you think that shit's more important than me, and that he's willing to give everything up for that. Okay, cool, I get it. Now I get your motivation. It's like, okay, it's stupid, but it's righteous. You know what I'm saying? Or he's like, yo, you threw me out in the street. I don't know nothing about being rich, so I'm going to take everything from you so you know what it felt like. So you know what it feels like to be where I was. Even though I think that was his motivation, but to make that more clear so we could connect with them would have, gave us something. Like, we're watching Sinners and we're connecting with Smoke and Stacks. And we didn't really get that much of their backstory, but we got just enough to be like, okay, we know who they are and what they're about. And now we know why they're doing their things, because they're giving just enough here and there for us to fill in the blanks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. I honestly think though that the intent with this guy was to show that he was a pestilent child, and even his motivation stems out of his childness and his lack of fully understanding how to handle the situation and what situation he was actually in. If that makes any sense. What do you think, Joe?
Honestly, I was running around and I didn't have a thought, a single thought. But I've been listening to everything y'all say. I'm trying to, since I haven't watched the show, I haven't been able to say much, but I'm trying to participate as much as I can. Sorry.
No, I got you. It's just I heard Toe leave his room for a second, so I'm trying to fill the space before it gets back to respond.
I was doing the same thing. You see, even though I don't know what I'm saying, I'm talking, it's still filling the air.
Yo, don't put nothing in the air, bro. Last time you put something in the air, it smelled like that for 3 days.
That is true.
No, but I get what you're saying. And I guess they could have leaned off of his relationship with his cousin a little bit more and showed his immaturity. And that's why he has these kids and, they connect with him and everybody's got that little immature side and shit. But like I said, man, I'm going to stick with the last 3 episodes were the best 3 episodes of the show. There's not much criticism I could give it. Just based over, they could have gave us a little bit more. But what they gave us was good. And here goes a little bit more criticism. I wish they would have put more magic in this show than just what they did in that candy shop.
Yeah. Because even when she had magic integrated in her suit and she fought the hood at the end, it was AI that fucking stopped them and not magic.
Yeah. Because it would have been dope if they would have made rules for it. It's like, yo, magic is going to take something from you, but it's going to just give you energy. So your beams are going to be stronger and blah, 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 blah. Or like you can do magic, but you have to do these incantations. And it's like the AI is doing incantations for her. Something where it's like, oh, you just fucking smacked the floor and made a bubble. Like, is this Wanda's fucking where they made those things and now you can't do magic inside of her zone?
Yeah, that.
Like, what magic did you really do here?
Yeah, they used it more as like a battery. Which, if you think about it, is probably why they were like the AI and the magic couldn't couldn't coexist. Because if you have something that's battery powered and you plug it into electricity, well, the battery is no longer in use. So the AI is useless because if that was running the shit and now you replace it with magic, well, of course it's not going to go anywhere.
But then again, you telling me that Zeke didn't have no kind of arc reactor type shit in his fucking cellar?
Dude, that motherfucker could have had anything, but again, the scientists only thought about destroying that fucking piece of cloth with the same shit that, they said this is probably an interdimensional fucking being, Dormammu. And your thing is, okay, so interdimensional, let's use the same fucking shit that we have here on Earth.
Yeah.
Let's not try to come up with something outside of the box. Like, that would have been a perfect thing to be like, all right, let's integrate some of my tech and your magic and let's see what the fuck we can do.
Right?
Oh, and going back to the whole flawed hero thing, I know you don't want to implicate yourself in the robbery, but she just went up to the prison and talked to Zeke like, Joe, tough break, man. You get out soon.
Yeah.
Like, what? probably would have been better had she not gone up.
Word. Did she not learn anything?
I don't think so.
Because I think. Remember when I said I wanted her to deal with someone smarter than her that's gonna outwit her?
Yeah.
Imagine Mephisto playing her for a fiddle, playing her for the fool. You know, like
Yeah.
Mephisto notices that she's smart and she can actually beat the hood. So he's like, all right, let me put her in a situation where he could kill her, but she could kill him, and she does it. He's like, you're doing everything I want. I can make this better for you. I can make it like you never killed homeboy, and then you get your friend back. All you gotta do is give me something that you don't, something like that to show that she doesn't learn. She just thinks she's smarter than everybody. That's why in MIT she got kicked out, because she thinks she needs to explain what she's doing to the teachers. Whether the social worker there is like, bullshit. Ain't nobody fucking told you to be small. No, damn well we don't tell you that shit here.
Yeah. Which is they're letting you build a fucking iron suit. How are they telling you to be small?
But that could be her flaw. She thinks she knows better than everything else. And then her killing the hood and making a deal with Mephisto could be her fucking, what is that shit called? Her nexus point.
Could be.
That could be the thing that makes her change into this, we were taking the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? And, bro, there's so many people that are tied with Mephisto that you can have her with. You could fuck around and have the Midnight Suns go after Mephisto. You could have fucking Ghost Rider, Dr. Doom. Wasn't he fighting Mephisto every year to get his mom's soul back?
Yeah.
And like, there's so much shit you could do that can make this story stronger. Like, imagine we're in the TVA was a realm where everybody, different worlds, different timelines, different versions of people. In the realm where Mephisto lives, can be every version of person. You can have a Doctor Doom that's not Robert Downey Jr. and expose, this is a Doctor Doom. This is what Doctor Doom does. This is why he's, this is his motivation for this one. And you have another one. It's like, yo, wait, this guy's just as smart as that one, but he doesn't have the motivation to find his mom. He has the motivation to rule the world because everyone else is insignificant. Like, everyone else can't do it. He has that bravado and the balls to say that. That's a scary motherfucker. What, like, do what you was gonna do with Kang?
Yeah.
Because that whole, you don't want to kill me because somebody worse. Because at one point, it's like, I don't know. We're going to have to check this one out. We're going to have to check the veracities of your conclusion. Let's put a pin in that one. Let's kill you and see if I fucked up later. Because that's what it looked like when Ant-Man was dealing with him. You know? But yeah, in all, I like this show. It's on par with me with the Spider-Man cartoon.
Really?
I like the Spider-Man cartoon. Like, at the end, it came together, and I think this show came together at the end. Like, the first 3 episodes is just bad, but it came together at the end. So I'll give it that. I think it's, if you sat down and binge watched it, it's worth more than other shows. but it's still not as bad as She-Hulk, not as bad as Backlight. You know, hopefully they do something that comes off of, like, I doubt we're gonna have Captain America talk about Riri Williams, but Mephisto has to be a bigger character than just someone who fucking manipulated Ironheart.
Yeah, right.
Because he's the devil, right? More or less, he's pretty much the devil in Marvel.
So he's actually a cosmic character that became Marvel's stand-in for the devil. He originally was just messing around with Thanos.
Was he the one that was manipulating Thanos to kill the half the universe so Death could fall in love with him?
No, that Thanos did that on his own.
Uh,
I thought he was doing that to impress Lady Death.
yeah, that's what I was just saying. I just said it in a different way. I was suggesting that Mephisto try to convince Thanos to do all that so Lady Death can like him.
Is Lady
Like
Death
a friend.
Darkseid? Or
What?
Darkseid? Is Lady Death Darkseid?
Darkseid is DC character.
Damn, I'm fucking up.
Right? They're very similar. One's a god and one's a titan. The difference: you can't kill a titan. You can't kill a god.
But you could kill a Titan.
Yeah. It's weird though. It's like Darkseid is so powerful that he could kill Superman or like he fuck up Superman, and it's like at this point it's incomprehensible. Like, I can't comprehend the fact that somebody can fuck up Superman like that. The Superman is Superman is Goku.
Yeah.
Now, like, I want to meet the man that fuck up Mike Larry.
And the thing is, they keep stopping him from doing what he wants to do.
Yeah. Motherfuckers. Shit. Yeah, that was pretty much it for I was gonna say Thundercats. Ironheart, right?
Yo, I would walk into that room and smack you in the back of the head. You said this shit is Thundercats.
Shit. Another thing though, I would like to be honest with you. There was not a lot of emotionality. There wasn't a lot of learning. And like I'm a big proponent of like you have older people like her mom, the older brother, her father, been the people she works with, like Zeke. Like none of these older people are gonna teach her anything about humanity or it's okay to let go of stuff. It's okay to put those walls down and be hurt. Like life isn't about not getting hurt at all. Like there's gonna be more pain in your life that if you don't get past this, is gonna pile on to what you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's that message that you can have? Like Rocky, almost every time Sylvester Stallone opens up his mouth, it's a lesson about some shit. Like if he went to the fucking store and was like, "Yo, let me get a burger," he'll put a lesson in life in that fucking scene.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the depiction of the character. Was she really gonna listen?
But it's there. It's something that she can remember when times get tough or something. Because it's like it's almost where we're family because you said so. Like the when the AI was looking at videos between Riri and her friend, is like, okay, you could tell that they were best friends. But other than those videos, you can't tell that they were best friends. Based off of the way they interacted with the AI and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I don't even think there was a moment where she like had like a false sense of security and like just slipped back into a routine.
Yeah, like
The
had a
AI
comfort.
calmed her down.
Yeah.
But Riri never had a moment where she just
Like,
let
she
it
felt comfortable.
naturally slip.
Yeah. And then was like, wait a minute, turn off. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. You know? But I think at this point we're nitpicking and we're demanding too much from people. Because, you know, we grew up in an era where the post office delivered packages through rain, sleet, snow, and hail. There were no exceptions. They were giving you your mail. And it wasn't intended to rhyme, but it happened.
Bars.
And bars. We also grew up in an era where people wrote movies that actually had substance in them and art and, you know, connection. And it was more about the characters than the story or the explosions and shit. And now we're in a world where it's like, oh, you're a professional writer. Yeah, what's the scene? Girl A talks to girl B. Girl A gets mad and leaves. Okay, what are they saying? I hate you. I hate you too. I hate you more. And then she leaves. Perfect. That's all we need. We don't need any reason for them to argue. We don't need them to say anything they're gonna regret so they can come back and, you know, have some kind of humility. It's all right. We don't need anything that has consequences. Meanwhile, you watch Squid Games, it's like, fuck, man, can anybody live? Like, can we get a break from the death in here? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Stop showing me humanity, motherfucker.
Yo, you wanna you wanna talk about flawed heroes?
Yeah.
Like the main protagonist dude in Squid Games is trying his ass off to be a good person, but he's constantly making the most piss poor fucking decisions you could do.
Road to hell is paved with good intentions.
That's a flawed character.
Yeah.
That's not a flawed hero. That's the right way to do a flawed person, where you could tell that he is trying to do the best he can, but the only way he knows how to do that is fucking up.
Yeah.
Because by the end of that one, I was with his when they went to go give the daughter the money in the suit. I was with her. It's like, yo, this man cared more about some random little fucking kid than living his life with his own fucking daughter, just so he can get everyone killed.
Yep.
Yo, I gotta say this on. I gotta put this on record here. He went to stop the games. All right, there was a point in time where they were like, hey, the team that wants to stay is gonna come over here to the team that wants to leave, and they're gonna kill us. If we kill them, we get to fucking leave the island. My man said no, nobody dies, and then proceeded to watch his team get slaughtered by the team who wanted to stay, so he could create an opening to lead a revolution that failed and got everybody killed. So now, do you think he learned his lesson? No, because in the last game, when they were like, well, fuck, we gotta kill one person per round. And what do you call it? You just killed this dude, so now who the fuck are we gonna do? And everybody else went, fuck it, we'll beat the shit out of this guy, we'll drag him to the other thing, and we'll throw him off, and then what was it, like 6 of them get to live? My man said, no, beating him is wrong. So instead of 6 of us getting to live, everybody but the baby must die. What?
Yeah.
I count him just as fucking stupid as Riri.
Yeah.
He, as much as I like Squid Game, I joke that I hate Squid Games because of how emotional it is. But his choices literally made me go, nah, I'm not watching another fucking season that this shit comes out.
Yeah, that was just straight up fucking. You know what it is though? It's like, yeah, it's this flawed person, but that's a person that should not be leading and should not be trying to stop shit because he doesn't have any experience or any knowledge of shit like that. Taking that, stepping up. That's there goes your example of the wrong person stepped up here.
Now, but here's how good the writing is. Because when you watch the totality of it, yes, the wrong person stepped up and got everybody killed. But the writing is so good. If they fucking listened to him, they all would have been fucking safe.
Yeah.
But the greed of man overtook.
That's why it's one of the 7 deadly sins. Greed. Shit. Speaking of greed, Joe, I know you there. You just started looking. You want to
Yo.
hear? You want to hear my theory? Are you on the way home?
No, I'm in the truck.
Oh, all right. You want to hear my theory? How the Matrix and John Wick can interconnect with each other?
Let's hear it.
All right. So we have to start at the beginning. Neo, Mr. Anderson, is a hacker that is giving off programs to people, selling his work pretty much like we was, but you know he's giving up his work to people that's selling things to rob whatever the fuck. That programming there was designed to keep him in an area of comfort because he turned out to be someone who can read the Matrix, who can manipulate the Matrix, and can also dictate where the Matrix goes. So once they Morpheus and Trinity opened up his eyes to a possibility that he himself was a fucking mathematical equation inside of a computer program, it opened up his mind saying, oh shit, what if this is the case? Right? This is me oversimplifying it, but it's like, what if this is the case? Right? So it sparks interest in the mind of what the Matrix already programmed as a hacker. So you tell a hacker he can hack his own brain and hack this whole world, he's gonna be interested in it. Follow the white rabbit. It takes him out of his shell of staying home, not doing nothing. He goes to White Rabbit. He talks to Trinity. They open up his mind. They force him to stay, and it pushes him away. He starts to realize what he can do. He gets out of the Matrix. He sees the real world. He starts connecting with the machines. Because that's what he could do. You know, it's not really about the powers and all that, but he creates a virus inside of Mr. Smith, the agent, where now Mr. Smith is basically a delete all. He's a virus that's going to eat up all your shit and just wipe your memory. And not only does Mr. Smith want to do it to the Matrix, he wants to do it to the outside world also. So he goes in part 3. He goes to fight Mr. Smith because he has to save the Matrix in order for the machine world to have their source of energy, which is humans. Now, that was the thing. They were farming humans for source of energy because they took away the sun, because the sun was their source of energy. So now they're using humans. That's why they created the Matrix, to keep their mind active and alive in a comatose state, so they could feed off the energy of the people. So he goes, I'm gonna make a deal with you. You stop fighting Zion, and I'll take out Mr. Smith. He basically, what he has to do in order to take out Mr. Smith is to get the virus and do a complete reinstall of the Matrix. Is what happened at the end of the movie when he beat Mr. Smith. He didn't technically die. The machines, same way as in part 2, he was rejacked into the Matrix without the jacking him. Right? So the machines take him away. Now, what did they learn, Joe? They gave him a job where he's a hacker. They realized that if someone gave him an opportunity to be a better hacker, he would fight the system and relatively go against what they designed for him. It's like, you know, you give somebody too much information and you try to force them back. It's like a parent, right? So they go, we got him back in the Matrix. In order to stop this, we have to reprogram his memories. So here goes John Wick. He just lost Trinity going to the machine world when they crashed. Trinity died. So let's let him mourn the death of Trinity. The beginning of John Wick, he loses his wife. Right? He loses his wife. He's watching the video of him and his wife at the beach, watching the sunset. The last thing Trinity saw before she died was the sunset in real life. She went into the sky, over the clouds. She saw the sunset. They go into the machine world. They crash. A bar goes in between and she dies. Neo can't see that because he's blinded. So now they're in the beach with the sunset, and that's what he's watching. She dies. He's in there. He's mourning the death of her. They give him a dog. They give him another purpose to live and to be peace, to be at peace and, you know, live a normal life. What happens? Someone comes and kills the dog and takes away his car. Now, he goes, my theory. That person who came and killed the dog and took away his car was actually someone from the Matrix trying to get him to come out of the Matrix. Because what happened? He went back to his lifestyle as being an assassin to get revenge from the guy who killed his dog and stole his car. We already know that once he gets deeper into being a hacker and you can show him bigger things, he's gonna rebel, right? So you bring him back into the lifestyle of being an assassin. So when he gets in there, you have the people from the concierge, and then John Leguizamo helps him, and the Green Goblin help him. I'm proposing the Green Goblin. What's his name? Voight? No, not Voight. Cap. What's his name?
Yeah.
The guy that looks like Seal?
No, you talk about the actual actor?
Yeah.
William Dafoe.
William Dafoe. He in part one of John Wick, he was John Wick's boy. He was the one that shot the sniper rifle to wake him up so the girl didn't kill him. Right? He is an agent. The concierge is an agent. So is the Continental. The head of the Continental. Right? We got rules. You can't do business in the Continental. But who comes to try to take him out of his state? The assassin. What was the reverse? The agents were trying to take him out and stop him from going anywhere. So if they wrote it that all the good guys that are trying to pull him out are trying to take him out of trying to kill him instead of trying to persuade him to do shit, it would bring him further away from them. That's reversing the story. So the more that William Dafoe helps him go into being an assassin, or like they prevent other people getting close to him, the more they can go, everyone around you is going to kill you. So in part one, William Dafoe stops the assassin from getting close to him because we don't know. She may have not killed him. She could have been like, yo, you're not this fucking guy. You're Neo. You're the one, blah, 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 blah. That could be his Trinity. We don't know. But he tied him up. Another agent just pops up out of nowhere and watches her. Right? Part two. He finishes his story. He goes back to his house. Another person comes to take him out of the Matrix. It's the fucking guy who runs the shit. You have my marker. Now we're getting deeper into your backstory. We can't get you deep into your backstory of what you was back then. We can only keep you, the myths, because we never really got the whole, you trained here, you was this, you was 12 years old when we found you, none of that. It's all pretty much simple shit. Everything had a symbol for it. So here goes your marker. You owe me this death. And it's basically, you go there, she tells you whatever she needs to hear. and you go. Now, instead of her giving you time to think about what she said when she kills herself, Common's coming after you. Common is another agent. But what's the difference between Common and the other agents? Common never got close to killing him, but everyone else was really close. Common was just fucking with him. Common was showing him respect. So that way Wick could be like, yo, listen, I'm not going to kill you. You just keep your shit here. He was the only one that he gave a chance to live. Then what happens? He chases homeboy down. Homeboy's is in the concierge. And now, yo, we need him to, like, this is the spot where we could talk. We could do shit. You kill the concierge. You kill him in the fucking Continental. He's excommunicado. Everyone that's coming for you to relieve you from the Matrix is going to kill you. Johnny Yen is also a fucking agent. That's why he helps him at the end. And it's just a story of this guy living his life as an assassin. And every time he tries to get away, someone brings him back because they know that's how you get him out. And there's always someone there with just as good a skill as him to help him get away from it, to keep him in the Matrix. I don't know. To me, it feels like it works. If you're going to have a super AI develop a life for you, I think that's how you do it.
First of all, I would like to say thank you because this is the most I've ever understood about the Matrix. For real, for real. I didn't even know half of the shit you just said was what was going on. I didn't know they got their energy from the sun, and that's why they was eating people.
Yeah.
Like, everything you broke down it made me want to watch this movie you're talking about. Gee.
Yeah, if you watch part 1, 2, and 3, I watched them all together, so that's why I was able to get shit. You have in the Matrix vampires, ghosts, werewolves, all different types of species. All the legends that you heard growing up, they were in all these different iterations of the Matrix. Now they had to keep rebooting the Matrix, but it's always reboot the Matrix, never reboot Scion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if they always go to war with Scion and Scion always loses, then they go, you're the one that gets to pick 7 of you that get to go and go right back into the Matrix. And then someone figures out this shit is real and gets you out and there's an anomaly and you're able to do this and we just keep going and going and going. But now, since we're not giving you that opportunity to have whoever you want come in here, we get to dictate who these people are. That's why Morpheus looks like that as the underground king in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? The one guy that helped him out the most, give him a gun, travel throughout the thing. Fuck these people. I don't care if I got 7 days. I'm running this shit myself. He was always, I'm not a part of the table, nigga. Fuck y'all. I run my own shit. Morpheus. And the minute he started fucking with John Wick and John Wick got comfortable with him, we're gonna kill you. What do you think, Cap?
I mean, that sounds like something better than we got with Matrix Revisited.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, that makes sense to play on all those emotions. That's why he's so good at fucking. That's why the Baba Yaga is so good at fighting and shooting, because he had all those programs downloaded into his head. And that's why Common can get stabbed in the fucking heart and never be seen again.
Yeah. That's why he can take all those bullet the shots and fall off all those roofs and never get hurt. Because in at least in John Wick 1 and 2. No, John Wick 1, 2, and 3 happened in 7 days.
Yeah. And then in the third one, didn't he have to go see somebody to like staple a stab wound or some shit?
Yeah. It was the same the key maker.
Yeah.
He had to go see the key maker to go help him with his wounds.
So you heard it here from first, man. John Wick and the Matrix confirmed.
Yo, because think about it. Who did he trust the most? The doctor, the keymaker, and the king of the fucking underworld, Morpheus.
And who would be a great stand-in for the Merovingian?
The fucking
The guy who runs the Continental.
yeah.
Because he makes all the rules.
Yep.
And as you were saying, how the Merovingian doesn't really follow what the fuck the creator was doing, that Colonel Sanders looking motherfucker.
Yep.
The Continental didn't run with what the High Table was saying.
Yeah. And what do you keep away from John Wick? The Oracle.
What?
The Oracle. You keep her away from him. Is the one thing that she said to John Wick that no one really caught, that John Wick didn't really catch, was, "You're not the one, not in this lifetime." Basically saying you have to die for you to become the one. You have to be separated from this world to become the one, because you're technically not supposed to be connected to this matrix. You muted, Joe.
Now you made it even more sense. Because now I see how they incorporate Jesus into this. He's the one. And he became the one when he died and came back.
Yeah, which I have a feeling, like, you tell me if this has been said before, but you know how they say Jesus died and then 3 days later he was resurrected? You think that based off of Jesus died and then 3 days later people started spreading the word of Jesus and that's how he was resurrected?
It's hard to tell. I think what happened was it's interpreted as 3 days later Jesus literally walked out of the fucking cave and went. But I think if you read it, I think what actually happened is they put him in the cave and somebody went to check 3 days later and he wasn't there.
Yeah, his body disappeared.
So the story then became, oh, he must have because dead bodies don't just get up and move, so he must have got up and rose again and fucking left. But I think if we really get into it, and I know this isn't really what this discussion is going into, but what probably happened was they put him in the cave, and then his disciples went in and got him and moved him and actually buried him somewhere. And then nobody just fucking checked until that third day where somebody was like, yo, let me go check on this dude. But he was already gone because they had already took him.
Yeah. What up, Tyson? What up, Mr. Loki?
See, that's the issue though. The problem is when he was resurrected, he actually showed up to people's houses and stuff like that as a spirit. Like, yo, I'm out. Like, he promised them, when I die, I'm not gonna die. And then after he died, he resurrected and actually showed up as the spirit. Like, yo, I'm chilling. My body's not even there.
No, because, if you really think about it, like, if you put perspective in death by itself, when you lose someone you really love, you mourn them. And then after a while, you start remembering the shit they used to do. You start doing things like, yo, you could feel their presence. And then maybe that, like, because I was like, maybe that's what they meant by he rose again the third day, where people started going, I believed in everything this man was, so I'm going to spread the word of because he sacrificed himself for us. So I'm going to take on his mission and do that. And that's how he came back through the lives of other people.
It could very well be there's no concrete like
evidence.
This is it. It's all interpretation.
Yeah. But I mean, 'Cause the reason why I bring that up is one, I wanted to know that, but two, they also equate the Matrix to Jesus. You know, the 12 disciples, the 12 things. He was shot 16 times, whatever, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that's also a lot of things have similar stories. But when it comes to programming, like how do you keep someone into a state of mind that you want to keep them in? You put apposition for him so that way when he fights back, it gets him deeper into his world. So the apposition would have to be someone who wants to get him out. It can't be someone who's trying to keep him in because that's just going to push him away. The same way it pushed him away in the Matrix with the agents trying to keep him in the Matrix. It just pushed him towards Morpheus. Like, yo, this is weird. I'm going to the people that starting to make sense. Now you have Johnny Yang who's helping him. All these people are trying to kill him because it's like, yo, we have to kill him so he could disconnect from this world and we can reboot him. Like we could get him out of the Matrix through the plug. The same way that he did when he believed he was the one. And then you have Johnny Yang and other agents going, no, we're going to help you, bro. We're not going to let them kill you. Who would you rather go with? The people that are going to kill you or the people that are going to save you?
People are going to save you.
Right? So that pushes him deeper into the Matrix and he's deeper into being John Wick.
You initially asked the question, how do you keep somebody stuck in the Matrix? That's pretty simple. A lot of people are currently stuck in the Matrix now, working 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Just make them believe that this is all it's available to them. There's no way out.
It's people that are not willing to think for themselves or question things. They just blindly accept what you tell them. It's like these fans who go, I don't like anyone unless you make them main event. So if Seth Rollins is the main event, I like Seth Rollins. Jimmy Uso's not the main event, I like Jimmy Uso. Oh, it's not cool to like John Cena, I don't like John Cena. Instead of going, well, I watched this shit and I actually kind of like fucking Damian Priest and I want him to be champion other than Jey Uso, or I'm not into Seth Rollins. He's not that good of a wrestler to me. What do you mean? He's a 20-time world champion. That's cool. It doesn't really define how good of a wrestler he is. It just means that the company's backing him. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's those things. Like you can form your own opinion based off of what you say and not what the world is telling you. But when you make it that the world is telling you bad shit, then like think about it now. A lot of people getting brainwashed by the red pill because it's the entire world of the female race telling you you need to pay for this. We need to do this. And then you got that one guy going, see, I told you. Now be a man and do this and that and this. And then you sit there like, oh shit. Most of these women are on here doing that, so all of them got to be like that. These men are right. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking the time, like, wait a minute. I know women personally. I've never heard one of them say this. Who is saying this? You know what I'm saying? And that's just, we went off a little topic there, but that's my theory for the Matrix and John Wick coexisting with each other.
I do want to clarify that Neo would whoop John Wick's ass.
Well, did Neo kill John Wick's dog?
That's a great question. I don't think so. I might make it different.
If Neo killed John Wick's dog, Neo ain't got shit on John Wick. But if they just meet up somewhere, Neo might take him. But it depends on how long the fight goes because John Wick don't get tired. John Wick fall off a building, come fight your ass. So if John Wick sees that oh, this motherfucker's AI, like this motherfucker control shit, there is no spoon, motherfucker. Bow and start bending bullets at your ass. Let John Wick hear there ain't no spoon. He'll spoon the shit out of you. He's big spoon.
Dude, I have to hand it to you. That's the most comprehensive theory I think you have.
You know, it's funny because I actually watched both series that like close to each other, and it's like, yo, this is very. It makes sense if you do this. You can't overthink it. You just got to connect the dots. You know, because and it also plays well. Like, yo, look at Mephisto. He goes after people who are desperate and who would willing to do anything. He goes after Riri and the Hood. Two very different people, two very different classes, two very different motivations, but they're the same shit, and he can manipulate both of them.
Yeah.
John Wick, Neo, two very different situations, two very different people, but they're very similar when it comes to their motivations and them fighting for stuff. Saying, sometimes I be thinking,
Yo, I have no rebuttal because there's nothing you can say against how perfectly that fits together.
and there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. Where do you rank Lionheart in the MCU shows?
Well, it depends. Lionheart has to be one of the original MCU shows because it's a movie with Van Damme in
I know I always keep fucking around.
it.
Lionheart.
In the MCU shows, I don't know, man. I put it. It's not on the bottom, and it's around Spider-Man's cartoon. Does that makes it's. I hope that not only is it worth watching, but there's a reason to watch it. Because that's the biggest downfall of a show. Is like this has to connect with something somewhere. Because then the rewatch value of this shit is just non-existent. Well, what would you rank this? Yep.
For me personally, I'd rank this above Agatha All Alone, but underneath the Spider-Man cartoon.
Okay.
I think the Spider-Man cartoon was better done. Let's say.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say like I put it up there with it, but I think Spider-Man cartoon is better than.
Now, the one thing I will say for sure, and again, this is for if certain people ever see this or show, feel free to clip this out. Edge is on par with Nikki Bella career-wise.
Muted show.
I wasn't saying nothing. I'm just laughing over here with the. When somebody just hit you with the. That's an inside joke right there.
Shit. Yo, Sinners is a hell of a movie. Show, have you seen Sinners yet or no?
No. Everybody's scared in my house. I haven't been able to watch it.
Yo, bro, Sinners
It's
is
not
not a
really
scary
a
movie.
horror.
It's not a scary movie. Unless they get freaked out by vampires, they should not have to worry about being scared.
It is over sexualized though. I would not watch this with kids.
I don't think your boys would. Maybe your oldest one would get it, but your little one, there's a lot of sex in there.
No nudity, but shit.
Are you guys gonna cover Seth and Becky being robbed tomorrow on Thursday? I mean, I don't think they got robbed. I think Lady Gaga just wanted her shit back. To be honest with you, I didn't know they got robbed, but we probably would.
But they got robbed of their opportunity to steal more airtime?
Yeah, they got robbed their opportunity to steal someone else's shine.
What happened though? I thought Becky was the man.
Right? Yo, as long as nothing happened to their baby and they I don't give a shit.
That's right. It's part of the story.
Word. Knowing the WWE, it was Carlito.
It was LA Knight.
Right? Shit.
I rank Ironheart on top of Iron Fist. I ain't gonna lie. I put it like one above Luke Cage.
You put
I don't know.
Ironheart one above Luke Cage. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you. We haven't spoken about Luke Cage. I like Luke Cage,
We spoke
but
about Luke Cage. This is fucking 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, this was back when I don't even
Netflix
think you
had.
showed up for Tuesdays at that time.
Yeah.
no, I
No, but
didn't.
you didn't like Luke Cage?
I like Luke Cage. I also like this show. I just liked it on the same level as Luke Cage. Like it wasn't Daredevil to me, but it wasn't. I don't want to name one division because now
Wasn't
that I
Iron Fist?
understand it, yeah. Now that I
Iron Fist.
understand it, I know it's good. One division. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
it doesn't matter how much understanding you have of Iron Fist. That show sucked.
That's what I'm saying. That's zero. That's number one for me. At
Shit.
least I understood one division, and I thought, damn, that concept is alright if I would have known.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of fucking things that we gotta fill you in for when shows come out or characters that you need to know about. You know what I'm saying? Because like you know about Doctor Doom, but you don't know about Doctor Doom.
So I barely know about show enough.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everything beats Iron Fist for real.
When are they
Yo,
gonna try to remake that? My bad.
well,
Supposedly there's
you know what the problem is. Iron Fist had a big problem because the tagline for the show was "Get Fisted," and they can never recover from that.
Hey,
and they
nowadays,
they try to get Mephisted, but it was like we can get you Mephisto. He's like, nah, we don't like feet.
that might be the clip of the day right there. My man said, "You want to get him fisted?" Oh shit!
You want to get Mephisted? You just need a handshake.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
And on the note of that,
Well, hold on. There's still some news that we could go to. Michael Douglas has officially retired from acting at the age of 80.
so he's no longer going to be Ant-Man?
I guess not. Jim Shooter. You know who Jim Shooter is?
Not by the name.
Okay. He created Parasite for Superman.
Okay.
He died at the age of 73.
Shit.
Yeah. David Cornsweat,
Cornset.
the Superman now asked Henry Cavill for Superman advice, and Henry Cavill said, "I can't give you any because I don't want to dictate the type of Superman you are." And apparently, all the Superman tell that to the Superman that go. He goes, "Because that's the Superman type of thing. I can't give you advice on how to play Superman because you need to be Superman. I'm not gonna influence you on how to be Superman."
That makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. If they wanted me to play Superman, they would have gotten me, fool.
Word.
Yo,
Play it your way.
You know what's hilarious? Ben Affleck has a story about running into Christian Bale in England at a costume store right before he was about to take on the role of Batman. And he's like, "Yo, do you have any advice for me stepping into the role?" And Christian Bale looks at him and goes, "Yeah, tell him to add a zipper to your suit so it's easier for you to use the bathroom."
Shit. And that's actually funny.
Word. Keep it simple, stupid.
Word. All right, so here goes a thing. I don't know if Cap knows this, but we're gonna see if Cap knows this. The Hulk has never shown fear to anything or anybody throughout his comic book history. In Hulk the End, it was hinted that Hulk's only fear if he has one, is being silenced by Bruce Banner, while Banner's fear is losing control to the Hulk.
I didn't know that, but that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Because of the movie, I keep forgetting that it was Silver Surfer that crashed through the Sanctum Sanctorum to say Thanos was coming.
Yes. That's true. So, you want to hear a joke from Rocket to Wanda and Matt Murdock?
What is that?
All right. Do you know what you guys have in common? No, what do we have in common? You both have no vision.
Yo, there's, dude, I gotta find the clip for you. There's an old clip that it's Batman, Daredevil. I think Batman shows up at the end, but it's Daredevil and Ghost Rider arguing about the names that you brought up before.
Yeah.
Where they're like, "Yo, I should be Daredevil. I'm a literal fucking Daredevil." And then he was like, "Yo, but you use sonar hearing like a bat. You should be Batman." And then Batman comes in and they had like another name for. I gotta find that fucking clip for you.
You're more like you're more like a hawk because you fly everywhere. It's like you should be Hawkman, but I'm Hawkman. But you're more super. You should be Superman. I'm super, but you run fast. You should be the Flash. Wait a minute, I'm the Flash. Yeah, but you fuck everything up. You should be fuck up zone. I'm fuck up zone. Shut up, Iron Fist. Shit. Oh, speaking of another thing, Teddy Long's son. I think Hassan said, yeah, Teddy Long's son passed away also. So our
Yeah.
condolences to him. And Eric Legrand, the beloved voice of Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z, has died at
What?
66. Yeah.
Damn, first the creator, now Vegeta? Shit.
You know what's crazy? They put him with a picture of Goku. But I guess that makes sense because it's always been Goku and Vegeta. So, but
Dude, I
yeah,
told you that the lady who does the voice of Black Widow in the fucking in the new Avengers cartoon,
yeah.
she does the voice of Trunks as a kid in Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Shit, we gotta. There's so much shit about Dragon Ball Z that's going on in Japan that hasn't reached us yet, but it's gonna be weird to hear a different voice from Vegeta.
Oh no,
You know,
well, they'll probably find somebody who can mimic it pretty good.
you know how many times I'm in Fortnite because I finally got the Dragon Ball Z skins, and I'll be Vegeta. And when we was playing in the Mortal Kombat shit, they would give you fists and you could basically do karate. And I would challenge Sub-Zero, and I'll have the fucking scorpion fist, and I'm like, I am Vegeta, Prince Saiyan, no one can beat me, and I'll fuck up Sub-Zero. And I'm just screaming and Ray's like laughing because all he hears is, I'm Vegeta, I am Vegeta.
Yo, my only impression that I do of Vegeta is just sometimes when I'm hanging around my boy Jay, who's into Dragon Ball and anime and all that, I just look at him and go, Kakarot. That's it. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, it's funny because that's like the Super Saiyan nigga.
Well, you know what Kakarot is, right?
Yeah, that's Goku's real name.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't think he's ever called him Goku.
No.
Does he call him Kakarot? But yo, dude, it's funny. Joe, you muted.
I said it's crazy how even I know who that is. I've heard that before. Kakara.
It's funny because Goku, he learns Ultra Instinct, and Vegeta learns, what is it, Ultra Chaos, or shit, I forgot his Ultra form. shit. But it's supposed to be actually stronger than Goku's shit. Ultra Ego, which is actually supposed to be stronger than Ultra Instinct, because Ultra Instinct bases off calm and just, interaction, but Ultra Ego is based off of rage. And since he's becoming the next Destroyer God, he's actually stronger than Ultra Instinct. But they're just the polar opposites, Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct. So that's crazy. Where does Moon Knight fit in the MCU?
Good question. Here's the simple answer. As of right now, the movies are leading to the Fantastic Four, which are leading to Doomsday, which are leading to Secret Wars. The only place everybody fits is if they put 1 million people in Doomsday, which we've seen the cast list. They're not doing that. And or they put everybody in Secret War. That's the only plan right now. After Secret War, then we can figure out who goes with what and where anything happens.
You know what's crazy? You could have explained this better in Eternals, where the Celestials made the Eternal. Well, the Celestials made the. What were those things that Eternals were fighting?
Shit, I have no fuck. Yeah, some shit like that.
The Eternals made the Gorgonauts. The Celestials made the Gorgonauts.
They made the GoBots.
The Gorgonauts fucked around, so they also made the Eternals. The Eternals have to harbor intelligent life throughout the planet. There's only 4 of them, 5 of them.
Yeah, something like that.
So the Eternals go from country to country, or continent to continent, and start creating gods.
There were 9 of them, 10 of them.
All right, so they start creating gods for these people to worship, and those gods can help expand the knowledge that is required for the Celestial to be born. And that's how you get the Egyptian god that used Moon Knight as his whatever the fuck, and then those gods, and then you have the people who created
Deviants.
There you go. Like the people who made Odin, and then it's just like their bloodline just got depleted, and now Odin is powerful amongst humans and all that, but he's not a celestial. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have had it so that's the difference of the comics, but how you explain how these people have gods that they worship in Egypt, and they worship in like fucking in like the Caribbean, and these guys they worship in Mexico, but then you only explain that there's Eternals that made everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you get mutants out of it and all this other stuff. It's like they're fucking with the evolution of mankind in order to boost up the rate of intelligence. Make sense?
Yeah.
Because you start asking questions like, how do you have this Egyptian god, and he doesn't fuck with the Eternals? He doesn't fuck with the Celestials, like Zeus and all those other fucking people that were in the planets that the God Killer was killing. All those fucking things, like, where'd they come from?
So, in Marvel, there's a difference between the gods, like Odin and Zeus and Hercules and Thor and Loki. Cosmic beings like the Celestials, the Beyonder, the Living Tribunal, and the God, which is the one above all.
Yeah.
They're all on different planes. So Thor, what do you call it? Thor and Odin and all that, they're gods because we, the people, say that. We, the people, believe in those myths. We, attribute that to them. Not the outside influences of the Beyonder and the Celestial and all those people. That's the distinction.
Okay. Yo, show, before we go, you want to hear this thing that Cap was talking about with Daredevil, Ghost Rider, Batman, and all that other shit?
Yeah, I do have a question. No, I'm fucking with you, but go ahead. I want to hear.
Do you really have a question or no?
I do, but I'm pretty sure you already asked.
No, we didn't ask it.
How do you? I'm pretty sure y'all spoke about it. I was gonna say, how do you think Ironheart will balance Riri Williams' identity as a young black female tech?
We did not speak about that at all.
How do they what?
How is she gonna balance her life as a young female tech with
And
the
as a black
legacy of like? How is she gonna separate that from Tony Storm?
Oh, so how is she gonna distinguish herself from Tony Stark?
Correct. That's what I was trying to get at.
We didn't discuss that at all, but I don't know. It could be more where Tony Stark made weapons of mass destruction. She could be making self-defense weapons of mass defense.
I don't know, because she's just another version of that character.
Yeah, she should be rich. I could make rockets too. Riri Enterprise.
She can make rockets, but apparently she can't sell shit worth of shit.
All right, so you gonna play that video?
Yeah, play the video you wanted me to hear. I got my question in.
All right.
This is my city, and I will protect it from those who seek to destroy it. I am the...
Batman!
What?
You're blind, and you use sonar to see. Just like bats. Batman would be the perfect name for you.
No. I'm blind, and I prefer the night. Just like Daredevils.
Finish this sentence for me. Blind as a...
Daredevil?
Why Daredevil? Like Evel Knievel? Do you do tricks and stunts on a motorcycle?
Well, no, but I have...
I mean, that guy should be called Daredevil.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hey, Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider? What kind of name is that?
Well, I'm a former daredevil who sold his soul to the devil, which is how I got the name Ghost Rider.
Yep, story checks out.
Okay, let's start over. Ghost Rider, you're a daredevil beholden to the devil. So you're Daredevil. Duh. Daredevil. You have sonar like a bat. So you're Batman.
Hey, he can't be Batman. I'm Batman. I'm a billionaire whose parents were tragically killed. Also, I'm super jacked, just like bats.
Rich, no in-laws, and a rockin' body? You should be called my boyfriend.
Hey, old Batman. I can hear you getting a boner. Shut up, new Batman.
Yo, is that like the thing now? Everybody is just gonna do the Christian Bale Batman voice?
Because that's the only, unless you talk about Kevin Conroy, that's the only voice that's mimicable.
Recognizable.
Yeah.
I'm Batman.
Shit, you could have did what's his name from Batman for Harvey? I'm Batman. You know? No?
What's this new Batman? I didn't hear his voice. The skinny emo guy?
No, he was talking about Daredevil being Batman.
Okay. I thought they was talking about the Flash. I don't know if it's the Flash guy.
What?
There was a skinny like emo guy that was the last Batman. I didn't really like him.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Okay. He just whispered.
I was gonna say I never heard him say it.
It's funny. He said he tried to do the Christian Bale shit, and he got 2 lines in, and the director was like, "Yo, cut! What the fuck was that? Don't do that. Don't ever do that again."
Yeah. But everybody join us back tomorrow. We'll be talking about sports, the trades in the NBA. Yo, Show, did you know that today marked the 15th anniversary of the decision by LeBron James?
No.
Yeah,
it seemed a lot longer. That's crazy.
Yeah, 15 years today.
Yo, 15 years ago, he declared it, and he did it. He brought Miami not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7 championships.
That's right. He
One.
didn't do any of them.
He
Not
got 2, right?
not
He got 2, but not 6, not 4, not 5, not 8.
Not 3.
don't be
Not
confused.
2.5.
Yeah. Well, technically, he got 1.5 because didn't he win the strike was the bubble. That wasn't with Miami. That was with
LA.
LA.
Fake it. Yeah. That was the fake bubble. Fake ring.
No, but didn't he win his first championship in the strike? The year where they had 62 games instead of 82 games?
Damn. Oh. You got to check that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I heard her say it like that. While he does that, did you see the new Batman? I was seeing a lot of bad stuff. I said something to your brother about it.
Yeah,
the new
no.
Superman.
Wait, the new Superman or the new Batman?
The new Superman.
Comes out this Friday.
Gunn.
We're probably gonna try to see it Sunday.
Okay, cool.
So we'll have our out of the theater reaction for you, and we'll have a full spoiler recap.
His second championship came in the lockout.
So that one shouldn't count.
Yeah.
So it's 2 titles that should count.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, you should it's it's GOAT status. He wins 4 championships in 27 tries. Who can do that, Joe?
Joe DiMaggio. I showed you the other day.
Shit. Yo, it's funny. Cap. Joe DiMaggio in his baseball career was either in the World Series or World War II. You choose.
In 13 years, he won 9 championships and 3 wars.
Yeah. You do the math.
Yo, I'm just saying, greatest of all time. Let me cry in this motherfucker's arms because we're getting beat by 1 German.
Yep.
1 German and JJ Barea.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, tune in tomorrow for sports. Thursday, we got a big day with all these PLEs that we're going to do predictions for. Friday, we're going to be doing the watch along with Amanda Serrano with the MMA fight. I mean, the boxing fight on Netflix.
Sorry to interrupt you. Yo, is that an MSG?
Yes. It's an all-woman card.
I got tickets to that if you want to go with me. What's up?
You got tickets to MSG to watch the fight?
Yeah, my brother hit me up. He's like, yo, I got extra tickets to go watch boxing in MSG. I'm like, I'm working that day. But now that I hear you saying, I'm like, that's the Serrano fight. We got tickets, baby.
Shit. We'll talk.
We'll talk, brother. We might do a live show.
Card subject to change.
Yes, sir.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Yo, I found out how many